like ugly people. Like, I'm genuinely sitting here thinking about it right now. I don't like ugly people. They're awful. They're rude. They think everything that they say and do is valid. Especially, no, maybe if it's awful. Okay, when I say ugly, I don't mean like on the outside. I mean on the inside. People can be beautiful. People can be like, you can think this person is the most gorgeous person on the planet, but they got the most ugly personality. And you ever meet one of those people? One of these people could be so beautiful. They could be so pretty, but so shady, so vindictive, and everybody thinks they're beautiful. They can't be mean. Have you seen Mean Girls? Regina George is beautiful, but she is so awful to everyone around her. You don't think? I feel like, look, I love Regina George. She's a perfect mean girl. She looks nice and she's passive aggressive. Passive aggressive meanness is like a different type of meanness. I'm gonna tell you that. I was outside. I'm kind of cold right now, so if you hear any like car door or anything like that, I'm just in the car doing this voice memo. But it's the truth. I don't like ugly people because they're just so like ugly people are like vindictive, and they're just like, if have y'all ever seen Ginny in Georgia, where Georgia tells Ginny in season 1, she's like, "Don't be ugly, Ginny." And ugly means don't act ugly, but she's not. She just has to say, "Don't be ugly," and you understand what she means. She's beautiful, but don't be ugly means stop acting ugly. And acting ugly is when you think it's okay to hurt people for your own entertainment, or you just think it's okay to hurt people because you're upset about something that has nothing to do with them. That's ugly. When you try to justify your awful action or how awful you are as a person and think, well, I'm not ugly on the outside, so it doesn't really matter. Yes, it does. Because guess what? Pretty privilege exists. And if ugly people realize it's like ugly people on the inside, not the outside. Because ugly is really just like, ugly is everybody's different mindset. Everybody has a different definition of ugly, I feel like. Ugly is relative, honestly. Somebody could think I'm ugly, somebody could think I'm pretty, but if I have an ugly personality, if you have an ugly personality, you're ugly in general. I saw a video today, and so it's like, I might not like a girl, but you will never see me calling her, you never see me calling her looks or bashing her for her looks. And I thought, so true. So then somebody in the comments was like, we'll talk about her personality, but never how she looks. Because you could be the worst person in the world to me, but I'm still not going to be like, you have buck teeth, or your eyes are too far apart, because like, that's unnecessary. That's rude, first of all. And who am I to talk about somebody else's looks when there's probably something wrong with my looks? So, I don't like ugly people on the inside. Because outside is relative. Inside, you can tell when a person's ugly on the inside based on just how they carry themselves. Honestly, you compliment somebody, they try and like downplay the compliment, or they try and one up like that person that gets the compliment. That's ugly. A lot of ugly behavior. You can have ugly behavior, but not be an ugly person. It's just how like you can be a good friend, but not be a good sister. You can be a good person, but not be a good friend. It's like that, you know? That's how it is. And so, my honest thought process is, when I think of somebody who's rude and awful all the time, I think that person's ugly. And I always appreciate that people know I don't mean on the outside. That I could be like, oh, you're acting ugly. You don't have to say you're acting ugly to some people, because some people have never heard of ugly on the inside. They just think shady. But it's like, if every single time I look, or if every time I talk to you, and I can feel the passive-aggressive energy and meanness and judgment radiating off of you, that's ugly energy, okay? That's just shady, and that's ugly energy. I don't like it when people act like, okay, like, you can't mask ugly. It's the truth. You can't. Okay? You can't mask it. You can put on, look at Regina George, right? Because of the role Rachel McAdams plays, she got into a mean girl character. So you can look at her, you can think, oh, she's so beautiful and everything. But in the second she talks one word to Katie, you can tell she's ugly. She's ugly. You can tell that she's ugly. She's acting ugly. She's being rude. She's being mean. She's being passive aggressive. The second you hear her speak to Katie, you can tell she's an ugly person on the inside. And you know how people say beauty lies in the eye of the beholder or some crap like that? That might be true. Don't get me wrong, looks do matter. Like it or not, looks do matter. You can't look like a roach, right? Like you really can't dress up as a roach in a roach costume and expect to go into a 5-star restaurant. Realistically, looks do kind of matter. Why are there a bunch of those birds are making me so angry? They're just in the yard. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's like 8 or where's the red bird? That's a robin. Oh dang, I forgot they can hear me. That's awkward. But yeah, ugly people just make me angry because a lot of the time ugly people are pretty on the outside, and then it's like if you can tell somebody's obviously visually gorgeous and somebody else calls them ugly, you're gonna be thinking they have to be talking about the personality. But at the same time, though, if you are a person if you aren't what people call generically attractive, but it's like okay, this is gonna be awful. It might sound awful. I was once watching like a clip of a movie, right? I think it's called like Precious or something. But basically, the teacher says, she brings a girl into her office one day, and she's like, "Are you gonna be?" No, she says it from the class. She said, "You can either be skinny and evil, or you can be the nice fat girl." And honestly, I thought about that too. And I'm not trying to say what she said was right, but at the same time, though, that is always something that made me like think and wonder. It's like if you're skinny and mean, at least you're skinny. It's like if you're skinny, pretty, and mean, at least you're skinny, pretty, and mean to people. Like that's how a lot of people think. If you're skinny, pretty, and mean, then maybe you're just skinny, pretty. But if you aren't skinny and pretty, but you're just mean, they are just mean. And you have nothing going for you because all we see is how mean you are. But it's also at the same time, though, some people just look mean. Some people just look mean, and sometimes I think it's just the eyebrows. I really think sometimes it's just the eyebrows, honestly. Like, it's something about eyebrows. Some people have mean people eyebrows, if that makes sense. That they cannot control at all, obviously, and so they're born with those eyebrows. But I just thought about how some people just look mean but can be the nicest people ever, but then the people that look like they're the nicest people ever are the shadiest, most evil people you will ever meet. Let me try to think. I'm thinking of like, okay, if y'all have ever seen My Little Pony, there's this evil Pegasus, and she like has all this beef. She looks cute, she looks nice and everything, but she's evil. She is so cute and so adorable, but she's evil, and so it's like people underestimate her. They think, oh, she's so pretty and tiny and adorable. She's like 2 or 3 years old, 6, 7 even maybe, but she's evil. Okay, she tried to destroy these people and their baby. She is evil. That Pegasus is evil. She is evil. EVIL, evil. Like, come on, please. It's like I just can't stand it when people act like you can be ugly and pretty. Both gigs. You can. It's like I don't have to like you, but I can feel bad for a situation you're in. It's called being emotionally advanced. Not a lot of people have that, okay? I can feel bad for you and still think you're an awful person. I can think you're an amazing person, but think you're low-key a shady rat for what you did. I can think both. I can think you were a crap friend when I needed you, but you're an amazing person, you know? It's circumstantial. It's just, ugly people just make me angry because you call them ugly. They're like, oh, so you think I just look awful? I'm like, no, you are awful. You don't look awful. You are awful. You look amazing, but you as a person are awful. You look awful, but you are... No, you look amazing, but you are awful. So, yeah. But then it's like, when people start showing their true colors, all you can see is the evil and meanness that they have. And it's like, beauty... You don't even see beauty. You see mean. Right? That's all you can see when you see... Like, I knew this girl, she would online bully somebody. And the girl that was being bullied sent me a picture of her. And it's like, all I could see was mean. I was like, she's pretty. but she's just so mean that I couldn't even. Didn't even. At the end of the day, all I could think is she looks mean. She is mean. And that's just because I knew she was an awful person because she was out here bullying this girl on the internet for something over a game. And I thought about it. I was like, yeah, no, I don't like ugly people. I do not think. I think people can change, but people that are incapable of change don't think other people can change, all because they can't change. Don't like that either. That is what makes somebody ugly. There's so many things make people ugly. Being beautiful, you can look beautiful on the outside. People, like, I remember my mom used to say this. She was like, people can think Beyonce is the most beautiful person in the world, but some people could think she is the meanest and most awful person in the world. She said that. And so then I really thought about it one day. I was like, dang, she's kind of right. Somebody can be amazing, look beautiful, but they have the worst personality, the worst attitude, and all you see when you look at that person is an awful person. So they can conventionally look attractive, look beautiful, anything like that. But when you know how that person is, how they act, and who they are as a person, all you'll be able to see is mean, rude, shady, passive-aggressive, manipulative, all those things. That's all you'll be able to see. And so I hate it when people act like it's like if somebody calls you ugly and you know you're an ugly person, you know darn well they are talking about your looks. If everybody else is telling you that you're pretty, and that one person is telling you you're ugly as a person, and you're in a constant fight with them, you know they're talking about your personality. You know they think you're pretty, but you just know the personality. They know your personality. It kind of reminds me of how it's like that person everybody likes, but then you can see through like that little facade or whatever they put up. That's like the little thing. That's what what I think about is how people you can look pretty on the outside. That's exactly what I think of. Is everybody else can like you, but I see through you. That's what that is. You're beautiful. You're awesome to all these other people, but to me, your personality sucks. To me, personality is trash. And I just heard a sound, and I'm really scared out here. So I'm gonna end the video here and just tell y'all that ugly people are ugly on the inside because everybody's low key. Actually, low key though, everybody's low key kind of beautiful. It's not everybody is good at something, whether they know what it is or not. Everybody's good at something, but not everybody is ugly. Some people can be ugly and beautiful. You can be pretty ugly, but pretty on the outside, ugly on the inside. But yeah, that's it. If y'all enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. I'm really scared, so I'm gonna put this microphone back and I'm running inside. I'm sprinting. I'm gonna be a track star for real.